I actually love collaborating with AI too. I love chiseling my code, and the way I use AI is in a separate window. I don't let it drive my code. I've tried that. I've tried the cursors and the windsurfs, and I don't enjoy that way of writing. And one of the reasons I don't enjoy that way of writing is I can literally feel competence draining out of my fingers. Like that level of immediacy with the material disappears. And where I felt this the most was I did this remix of Ubuntu called Amacube when I switched to Linux.
Mhm.
And it's all written in Bash. I'd never written any
Nice.
serious amount of code in Bash before.
Yeah.
So I was using AI to collaborate to write a bunch of Bash with me because I needed all this. I knew what I wanted. I could express it in Ruby, but I thought it was an interesting challenge to filter through Bash because what I was doing was setting up a Linux machine. That's basically what Bash was designed for. It's a great constraint. But what I found myself doing was asking AI for the same way of expressing a conditional, for example, in Bash over and over again. That by not typing it, I wasn't learning it. I was using it, I was getting the expression I wanted, but I wasn't learning it. And I got a little scared. Like, is this the end of learning? Am I no longer learning if I'm not typing? And the way for me, recast that was I don't want to give up on the AI. It is such a better experience as a programmer to look up APIs, to get a second opinion on something, to do a draft. But I have to do the typing myself because you learn with your fingers. If you're learning how to play the guitar, you can watch as many YouTube videos as you want. You're not going to learn the guitar. You have to put your fingers on the strings to actually learn the motions. And I think there is a parallel here to programming where programming has to be learned in part by the actual typing. But I think the more crucial aspect for me is I really care about the competence. And I've seen what happens to even great programmers the moment they put away the keyboard. Because even before AI, this would happen as soon as people would get promoted. Most great programmers who work in large businesses stop writing code on a daily basis because they simply have too many meetings to attend to. They have too many other things to do. And invariably, they lose touch with programming. That doesn't mean they forget everything. But if you don't have your fingers in the sauce, the source, you are going to lose touch with it. There's just no other way. I don't want that because I enjoy it too much. This is not just about outcomes. This is what's crucial to understand. Programming for programmers who like to code is not just about the programs they get out of it. That may be the economic value. It's not the only human value. The human value is just as much in the expression. When someone who sits down on a guitar and plays Stairways to Heaven, there's a perfect recording of that will last in eternity. You can just put it on Spotify. You don't actually need to do it. The joy is to command the guitar yourself. The joy of a programmer, of me as a programmer, is to type the code myself. If I elevate myself, if I promote myself out of programming, I turn myself into a project manager of a murder of AI crows, as I wrote the other day. I could have become a project manager my whole career. I could have become a project manager 20 years ago if I didn't care to write code myself and I just wanted outcomes. That's how I got started in programming. I just wanted outcomes. Then I fell in love with programming. And now I'd rather retire than giving it up.